Hey everyone, welcome to GameReport. Last month I made a video talking about some new and old Grand Theft Auto 6 information, including the potential of an announcement at Gamescom. Since then, there's been various updates and some new information that I'd like to share with you today. Now, if you haven't seen this first video, I highly recommend it. However, be advised some of the information is out of date. I'll go ahead and recap a lot that was talked about, but to get all the information, you should watch the original. So, the first thing we talked about in that video is a letter that was sent by Take-Two Interactive to the guild downtown. They're a chain from all around the country, but this one specifically is for the Miami one. So, within this letter by Take-Two Interactive allegedly, it says that they're looking to utilize the exterior side of one of their parking garages facing a specific direction to promote a AAA game from one of our subsidiaries for a period of 12 months starting in late summer 2023. So the parking garage in question is actually right here. As you can tell, there's already an advertisement on it. I believe this was for a perfume company, but clearly it's very faded. It hasn't been maintained or updated since about 2019. And this lot down here is owned by a different hotel chain. However, it doesn't seem they've started construction on it. So this makes it a very nice place for marketing. Also, this hotel is right across the street from Bayfront Park. If you don't know what that is, that's one of the top 10 tourist attractions within Miami, with even this amphitheater here, which was actually featured in the leaks of Grand Theft Auto 6. So we don't know the legitimacy of this letter. It could be real, it could be fake. There's really no way of definitively telling, besides waiting out this late summer 2023 mark. There's no one's gonna come out and prove or deny it. The hotel doesn't want to get involved. Take-Two obviously doesn't want to get involved. So we're kind of at a standstill with this. However, I would like to point out that this isn't the first letter that we've seen. This letter is from a few years ago. I believe it's from 2018, prior to the pandemic, where Rockstar was going to Miami and scouting out hotels, interiors, and exteriors, just looking and getting an idea of the region. Now, we were able to confirm the legitimacy of this due to the document showing that the sender's name was Leah and they are a location manager or scout with Take-Two Interactive. The people at GTA Forums were able to find more information on Leah and even find a podcast where she indirectly mentions the opportunity that she was given and goes over why she can't explain that. That's something you can see in my first video. And one last thing regarding this, the director channel marketing at Take-Two is a real person named Paul. It's a real employee with a real job. However, this is public information and it is something that someone who could fake this would be likely to put here. So it's not really a big surprise and we can't use it to really confirm its legitimacy. So for those who don't know, in America, our summer ends in September 22nd or 23rd, depending on, I believe, if it's a leap year or not. So if this document was to be true, the latest that we would see the billboard come up is September 22nd. And it does say late summer 2023. Now, the second thing that we covered in that video, we went over the investor call presentation where there were a few things of note. Firstly, under the Rockstar game section, they added a line which says the active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series is well underway. Now, this wording and this information is already publicly known, and it had been 3 or 4 investor calls with presentations at each without that line, so people were curious of why they decided to add it now. The second thing of note from the investor call is actually in the earnings release, where under management comments, they announced that they're looking to get $8 billion in net bookings in fiscal year 2025. And just for clarification, fiscal year 2025 for Take-Two Interactive starts on April 1st, 2024 and ends March 31st, 2025. They plan to achieve this by delivering several groundbreaking titles that they anticipate will set new standards of quality and success and enable them to deliver over $8 billion in net bookings and over $1 billion in adjusted unrestricted operating cash flow, as well as giving them momentum into 2026. Now, they didn't directly say it, but these groundbreaking titles Most likely one of them is going to be Grand Theft Auto 6, especially with the $2.5 billion jump that they're looking to make very quickly. It's unlikely that it's going to be not included in whatever their grand scheme is. Now let's get into the new information. Firstly, on August 11th, Rockstar announced that they had bought CitizenFX, the people that made FiveM and RedM, who they haven't always had the best relationship with, but it seems that they've turned it around, and it's something that pretty much no one expected, and a lot of people are kind of concerned with this. Additionally, NT, the creator of FiveM, was actually brought back to the team and is now continuing to work on FiveM after previously being blacklisted from all Rockstar titles. Jump forward about a week and NT posts on Twitter that August 25th is deemed Hell Day in his calendar. Now, I jokingly said that he needed to tell us because he wonders why. It's his calendar, and he told me to check his profile. So I did, and as he told me to check his profile, he posted a behind-the-scenes picture from the collection of failed/rejected takes at getting a profile picture for work. And it was a picture of him. It's funny, it's a good tweet. But it made me wonder, right? They announced the merger all the way back on August 11th, so it makes me wonder why the headshots weren't published with the announcement merger, and that leads me to believe that maybe there's another announcement coming on August 25th. Now, next on the list of new things since my video a month ago, on August 17th, which is very recent, IGN reported that Take-Two has actually taken down an AI-powered story mode modification to Grand Theft Auto 5 that allowed people to have actual dialogue using their microphones with other characters and using AI to create conversation and potentially create new stories. Now, Moore's Mutual pointed out that it's kind of weird that they acquired FiveM, which is completely based on modding, and now they're shutting down a mod. Well, I think the reason they did this actually has to do with Grand Theft Auto 6. See, whenever Rockstar is about to announce a project, they usually make sure that there's nothing on the market already in the sense of maybe a YouTube video or a mod that can be compared to that project. Most notably, Take-Two copyright striked a San Andreas fan-made trailer that didn't use any of their assets and was completely fair use. And why did they do this? Because the definitive edition was right around the corner. It was announced only a few weeks later. So them going after a mod, granted, this is not a good thing and this is not something that should get us excited, it could mean that they don't want the AI-powered story mode to be compared to whatever features they have in Grand Theft Auto 6. So with that being the case, it could be assumed that the announcement could happen before late summer 2023. And as I stated at the end of my video from a month ago, Gamescom is one of the only major events happening in late summer 2023. Now, I've had an ongoing theory since May that it could happen at Gamescom, and now I'm very confident that this might be the case. Now, numerous people that I've told this to have been, oh no, Gamescom isn't the place for that. That's usually not where something like that would be announced. The Game Awards would be more appropriate, which, sure, they're technically not wrong, but I feel like it has to line up more with what Rockstar wants than what is more normal to the game industry, because even if they were to do it at Gamescom or the Game Awards or Summer Games Fest, it would be the biggest announcement ever. They don't really need this, and they haven't in the past gone with a convention or an event to announce a game. They've just sort of done it. I mean, you know, if I was Rockstar and I could do it at an event, or I could just do it myself around the same time as an event, I probably would choose the event, right? But that's just me, right? I'm not Rockstar. Now, those who are in tune with the news, especially regarding Gamescom, you'll know that Jeff Keighley, who hosts the event every year, stated that Open Night Live, which is where all the big games get announced at Gamescom, this year will be less about brand new projects and more about giving fans updates on some of the biggest games due out over the next year. And I'm sure most of you would see this and immediately dismiss Grand Theft Auto 6. Well, Grand Theft Auto 6 hasn't been announced yet, and we don't know anything about it, so clearly it's not going to be at Gamescom. Well, that's actually not true. You see, Grand Theft Auto 6 has been announced. On February 4th of 2022, over a year and a half ago, Rockstar confirmed that they're working on the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. That is deemed as an announcement. So by Jeff saying that they're not looking to announce any new projects, technically this doesn't apply to GTA. It's already technically been announced. People are aware of its existence. People have seen gameplay, granted unofficially and illegally. They have seen gameplay. This game exists, and any new information would be considered an update. Now, it's important to set expectations. I want to make it clear that there is no confirmation that this is happening. It most likely isn't, but I like to be optimistic about things like this. There's a lot of quote-unquote evidence. However, my goal is to give you my thoughts and my speculations and report on games to allow you to have more of an open mind and kind of keep things on your radar. I'm not looking to tell you, oh, Grand Theft Auto 6 at Gamescom be confirmed. That's not my goal here. I'm purely trying to educate you and allow you to have things on your radar, like I said, rather than tell you how to think. And with that in mind, if Gamescom does happen to be the place where we receive an update on Grand Theft Auto 6, we're not going to be getting a trailer. That's just how it's going to be. If we look at previous Grand Theft Auto or Rockstar releases, usually what happens, and this doesn't apply for their remakes or ports for some reason, usually they will do a very brief confirmation. For example, they'll do hashtag Grand Theft Auto 5 or hashtag RDR2, something like that, at least confirming its existence. And then in a few days, they will do a full trailer or a full newswire. They won't just go out and boom, here's Grand Theft Auto 6, right? They have to ramp up marketing for pre-orders, etc. So if they do come to Gamescom, you would likely see them more as an interview, maybe like we saw with Everywhere or the second portion of Mortal Kombat 1, where it was Jeff and whoever's representing Grand Theft Auto 6 on stage talking about the game, giving a little bit of insight, giving people enough to get all their hopes and all their dreams confirmed. And then a few days or maybe even a week later, we'd see a trailer, but it wouldn't happen at this event. Now, something that doesn't really mean anything, but I thought it would be good to add, is Grand Theft Auto 5's marketing. As I previously stated, they announced Grand Theft Auto at 4 a.m. my time, and it was purely just hashtag GTA 5. That was it. That was the tweet. And that was on October 25th, 2011. What day was that? Tuesday. What day is Open Night Live? Well, it's also a Tuesday, right? And then as majority of you know, Friday is usually when their big announcements or trailers come out. And what day is August 25th? That is a Friday. So, like I said, this doesn't really hurt or help my case, but it is something that I noticed, however irrelevant it may be. So, with that being said, I would definitely encourage you to watch Gamescom in general, whether it be for Grand Theft Auto 6 or not. It's not confirmed they're going to be anywhere. However, there is just so much information that suggests that it could happen during this event, or at least around this event, that I wanted to share it with you so I can put on my Twitter that I'm a confirmed leaker if it somehow becomes true. But anyways, I'm hoping to get 1,000 subscribers this month, and I'd really appreciate you subscribing if you haven't already, and let me know what your thoughts on this more presentation-like video rather than something more commentary. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you again soon.